How is going today? Loyalist. My name's Dwayne.
My name's Jess.
We're Dwayne and Jazz. Today we have for you my thoughts on job interviews by the TheOdd1sOut.
Unnecessary.
Unnecessary. We're gonna talk about that in the video. If you guys have any requests, please follow us on all our social medias in the link in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe. And we're like 19K away from 1 million subscribers. What's that one?
Okay.
I know Grade A Under A already made a video about this.
Might be true, though.
You're the only person to ever be interviewed. Just because you talk about something doesn't mean no one else is allowed to talk about it. Now, I'm a young adult guy, so I only ever applied to fast food and retail jobs. And can I ask, why is there so much pressure to get a job when you're a teenager? As soon as I turned 16, my dad would always ask me, "Did you get a job yet?" And I would hate it when I would apply to places online, and then my dad would tell me that I need to apply in person because that's better. You can see my sparkling, responsible face. But then 99% of the time, I would walk in and ask some other teenager where I could apply, and they would just look at me and say, "You could apply online, dude." And just so you know, I got a job at Subway that I applied for online, Dad. Okay, it is important to get a job at that age so you can save up for college. I thought that's what people got fast food jobs for, but only one other person I worked with was planning on going to college. But even though you won't be able to afford college at a minimum wage job, every penny helps. Because college is important. Except in my case, I dropped out of college. School is for nerds! Why is it so difficult to get a job in fast food or retail? If you don't have any friends that are working someplace that's hiring, and if you don't have any past job experience, then it's so hard to get a job, even as a teenager. Or maybe I just completely failed every single interview, I don't know. I would apply to who knows how many places online, and then there was only a 20% chance that they would call and set up an interview, and then after the interview there was a 0% chance they would actually hire me. Can we talk about those insulting personality quizzes?
Bro, oh my God.
What a worker you are from a quiz. When I first started applying to places, I answered those questions truthfully. But then when I was getting desperate, I just answered strongly agree or strongly disagree. My opinions were never somewhat. This one time I applied to a grocery store, and this woman took me in the break room, and then she told me to wait, and then she left for 20 minutes. Yeah, I timed it.
What?
I didn't want to start playing on my phone just in case she came back and saw how irresponsible I was being. So I seriously just sat there doing nothing for 20 minutes. And I was in the break room. Other employees just walked in and out, and no one was acknowledging my existence.
Wow.
Does that mean I can just walk into any other break room, just sit down and no one will stop me? But then the lady finally came back with another girl, and this girl was being trained to be a manager, so the lady was using me to teach her how to interview people. So they sat across from me, and they were just talking to each other, and they were saying stuff like, "So you can't ask him if he's 18, you have to ask him if he's over 18. Are you over 18?
Oh.
No. Okay, so you're gonna check the not hire box right there. I freaking got an interview, right? They didn't hire me, obviously. But then I applied to a different Chipotle, and I got an interview there, too. And apparently the other Chipotle snitched on me, because I get to this Chipotle, and the lady there asks me, "Did you already apply here?" And I told her I got an interview at a different Chipotle, and she sits me down and starts telling me about how Chipotle is looking for a certain type of person working for them. But all I heard was, "Get out of this store, you stupid, stupid boy. What makes you think I would ever hire you?" Certain type. Are you looking for a person who puts all the sour cream on one half of the burrito? Is that what you mean by certain type? Because you seem to have an excess amount of people of that certain type. Hashtag boycott Chipotle because they didn't hire James like 3 years ago. Apparently, I was that certain type of person who worked at Subway, because that's where I finally got hired. I'm not sure if that's an insult or not. And okay, I don't want to brag, but I was one of the best employees that Subway ever had. I was always on time or 5 minutes late, no in between. I never called in last minute saying I needed someone to cover my shift. In fact, I think I covered the most shifts. And whenever I closed with another person, the manager would usually complain about the work the other person did. So all those places that didn't hire me, you missed out. So this next story happened after I got a job at Subway. I didn't want to work with sandwiches anymore, and I didn't want to keep being paid minimum wage. Of course. So I actually like math, right? I'm pretty freaking smart. And hold on, I just need to say something. A lot of people ask me what I was going to major in college because they think I did something artsy and that's what they want to do. I actually majored in math education. That's right, I wanted to be a math teacher, not this artsy stuff. Ugh. So I applied to be a math tutor at my community college. Like, that would have been the perfect job. I'm a math education major, I want to be a math teacher, and this job would give me good practice for the
being
actual
the
job.
teacher,
So in
yeah.
this interview, they gave you a practice problem, and then you had to teach the people giving the interview, which makes sense. I think all jobs should have a practice instead of an interview. For some
Yeah,
stupid
it should,
reason, I was only
actually.
allowed to teach the math that I had completed, and I did AP Calculus in high school, but for another stupid reason,
I don't
the credits
think
didn't
so.
transfer. Maybe it was because I didn't do the AP test, who knows? So I had to do calculus in community college again. So when I was applying, I could only tutor algebra and trigonometry. I got my practice
What?
problem,
Easy for
and it
him.
was so obviously a calculus problem. It was one of those, this is person A's distance over time, and this is person B's distance over time. Who's going faster at this
Yeah.
time? Okay, that's an easy problem, okay? Take my word for it. But since these people I was quote-unquote tutoring didn't know calculus, I couldn't use calculus to teach them.
No.
Do you guys know what a derivative is?
No.
No. And I did my dang darndest best teaching them what calculus was, but then at the end they
The
told me that I
slopes.
did it wrong. Like my answer was completely wrong. They said something like, oh, I was assuming they were going the same direction. I don't freaking know. And I felt super stupid and embarrassed. And I told
Oh.
them, yeah, okay, I'll leave. And as I was walking to my car, I was doing the problem in my head, and I was like,
You're right.
No, I did it right. And then in the car, I even got out a piece of paper. I did the problem again.
It's like, I'm correct.
still right. So the whole time I was so bummed out. I totally blew that interview. They're not going to hire me. But then that night, I got a phone call, and it's the people, and they told me, hey, so we're talking about that problem with some of the calculus teachers, and they all agree that problem has some elements of calculus. So that leads me to believe that these three really didn't know what a derivative was. But then
So-
they told me they'd give me a second chance. Ooh, I was
How
ecstatic.
did I forget it? Like, I was
Target
right
buy
the
another
first
nice
time.
shirt because I only own one nice shirt, and it'd be weird if I showed up in the same shirt. I get there, I get the problem about a farmer and his fence. I totally nailed that problem. I knew exactly how much fence that farmer needed to build 2 pens, with one being 2x plus 3 units larger. His farm animals were going to be so happy. Hit me up if you need any more help, dude. The whole time I kept asking them, do you guys understand? And they said, yeah. So I thought I was
I bet
doing
they
good.
didn't.
I left feeling a lot more confident. But then they never called me back, so I didn't get the job, even though I bought a nice shirt from Target. And I kept working at Subway, and the world lost what could have been an awesome math teacher.
I feel the exact same way about job interviews, especially when I didn't get a job online and they was like, we're not gonna hire you. I think I applied for Target, right?
You applied for Target.
Yeah, and I didn't get it. And I was like, why? I'm like, I'm
They
applying
just said-
online. Yeah, they just said no. Like,
They
I'm
didn't
like,
even interview you?
Yeah, like what the? I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, it's just it's stupid. I mean, like, excuse my mouth. This is just stupid. I should
How you
go.
gonna say this is stupid? Oh, excuse me. This is stupid.
No, I said ish, but it was so fast. Nobody caught it. You didn't even catch it.
I didn't.
Yeah, I got a
But-
motor mouth.
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten the job from every place that has interviewed me. Like, if I've gotten
Yeah, if I got the personal interview, I'm
if I
in.
got into the interview, then I have gotten the job.
You know
That's
that voice
never
you put on.
happened. What?
Put that voice on.
What voice?
The interview voice.
Okay, ask me a question.
Okay. Are you a reliable worker?
Yes, I am actually.
You hear that? You hear that? Yeah, you want to hear my interview voice?
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right, you
So,
got you.
what made you want to work at McDonald's?
I enjoy. You hear that? Enjoy. Hear how
I enjoy.
I enjoy the milkshakes.
Oh
And then-
my gosh! But one of the I had to do interview. Like, I had to be the interviewer one time, and I hated doing the interview.
I hated doing it.
because
Oh my god.
For one, I felt like the questions that they required me to ask of that person was just unneeded. Like, I would ask them, okay, so at the time I was working at Children's Place, so I'll be like, so one of the questions, what made you want to work at Children's Place? Like, I don't think anybody honestly wants to, like, that's their dream,
I want
to
money.
work at the Children's Place.
I'm really-
Like, it is a children's clothing store. Who wants to work there? No one, okay? They just need money. So I
need
know that
money
the
to
answer,
live.
I know that the answer they're gonna give me is complete bull, because I didn't want to work there either. I just
Yep.
needed some money. So that's why I was just like, I feel like the job interviews are just so unnecessary. And then they're all gonna fake it until they get to the job, and then you see how they actually are, which is nothing like they were in the interview. So I feel like it's no point.
Yeah.
It's just no point. Just get the job, kids. Just get
Yeah,
the job,
just
and
get
you
your
know
money.
you're gonna slack off anyway.
Yeah.
Just go ahead.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Anyway, guys,
Whatever.
please comment below. Tell us what you think.
Don't forget to like,
Subscribe.
and
There's just
share.
more. Do